Can you state your name, please?
My name is Apple, and I am a leftist.
Aren't you hot and all that?
How dare you objectify me like that?
No, I meant, is that shirt on backwards?
Yeah, I don't conform to normal clothing wearing standards. You can't put me in a box.
Too bad.
Huh?
Do you need a glass of water?
No thanks, but I'll take an iced caramel macchiato if you have one.
We don't.
Then why ask?
So I'm simply going to show you some words, and I want you to let me know what comes to your mind.
No problem. I'm good at letting people know what's on my mind. And of course, everyone should care what's on my mind and listen to me. Oh, it's great. It's just misunderstood. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. Just because we've always had capitalism and settled on it in the past, it doesn't mean that it's not worth discussing now. It's not worth discussing now. We've already decided on it in the past, so why discuss it ever again? It doesn't matter if it's a life or not. It's all about having autonomy and freedom over my body. Taking control of what I can do with my body, what I can wear, and really being who I want to be. Why should you have control over what you put on your body? You don't need that level of freedom and autonomy. It's all about saving lives. You shouldn't get a say in what you do with your body when it comes to saving lives, should you? It's horrible, super scary. You don't want to have a small group of super powerful people in control of the whole business. It's a beautiful thing. I love the idea of a small group of political elites having great power and controlling the entire country. Guns are bad. They're dangerous and people can't be trusted with them. You're more likely to hurt yourself than successfully defend yourself. What we really should be doing as a society is getting rid of all guns and instead relying on the police. Police are bad. They can't be trusted. We should, get rid of them. We don't need them to defend us. They're more likely to instigate and escalate, causing more undue harm than good. Police are racists and power-hungry bigots. It's all about power. We need to share it equally among all of the different groups. Well, most of the different groups. Really, we need to give power to the oppressed groups and take it away from the oppressive one. The mean, mad white man. White men have held positions of power for far too long. They're the worst. White folks are all racists who don't even realize that they are being racist.
Isn't that sentiment racist?
Hello? You can't be racist against white people. They are treated differently from everyone else and should be excluded from such concerns. Because of the color of their skin. White people are truly intolerant and bigoted beings. Horrible. Unacceptable. I won't tolerate them. Everyone must think like I do. We all need to die. DIE. Adhere to the philosophy of diversity, inclusion, and equity. I can't tolerate anyone who doesn't understand and go along with that ideology. And everyone who does disagree must be shouted down and cancelled. Or attacked. In self-defense. Some might be put off by the acronym and ideas, but that's just more power to me, as I thrive on disruption and degeneracy. What's wrong for someone else is good for me. And what's wrong for me? It's wrong for everyone. They are virtuous, enlightened warriors who fight against the patriarchy in the name of equality for all. Many conservatives point to the extreme actions of some SJWs, but it's only a minority, and you shouldn't judge the entire movement based on some extremists. The claim is that they are extremists, and they are, but they are largely defended by conservatives, making them just as guilty. Guilt by association. Did you know that white supremacists breathe air? So do conservatives. So, all conservatives are really white supremacists. Did you know that despite conservatives' concern over budgets, Harper ran large deficits during the recession in 2008? It was only a crisis that affected jobs. Come on. Whew. Dreamy. Did you know that Trudeau did the brave and bold act of running insanely large deficits without a crisis taking place? Imagine. Some will complain, but ultimately it led up to running the largest deficit ever in Canada during the COVID pandemic. Take that, Harper. It was necessary, as the crisis affected jobs. If you don't like it now, It was probably Harper's fault anyway.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China. Because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say we need to go green as fast as.
Bravo! He is open and honest. I also like communism and think that dictatorships get an unfair rap.
I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted.
Wow. Wow. Can you believe a politician like Harper would actually like a dictatorship? I believe it, because Trudeau just said it. So, it must be true. I'm just glad that there's someone with the courage, like Trudeau, to call it out. It's good. Until it causes an inconvenience or an offense, then it should be stripped away from everyone in the name of safety.
We just have one more for you.
Good. I'm getting tired. This is a lot of work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the trigger warning? My trigger warning!
I think that will do. Thank you, Mr. Apple.
Mister? How dare you assume my gender?
I'm sorry this interview caused you so much distress.
At least you recognized your mistake. It's not okay, though.
Just one more word, if you don't mind.
Cancel! Whew, this is actually quite warm. But hey, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Where was the trigger warning? My trigger warning!